Hey guys, Blaze the Firewolf back. I just did a Q&A. I kind of waited until now, October 11th. This is the deadline. If you guys send me more questions, if they're different, I'll save them for a future Q&A. Today's the deadline. I got about 20 furries who've asked me questions. Yep, 20 of them. And there's a lot more questions. A lot. There's a lot of questions. I mean, so far the last one is Jack Frost. He's the 18th. That's pretty far. This might be a while video, so if anyone else wants to ask me more questions, put in the comment section down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I could. Well, actually I can, because I'm saving it for a future Q&A. Possibly if I reach 200 subs. Also guys, I'm going to be basically drawing each friend and YouTuber's persona and making them into werewolves or monsters, any type of monsters you guys want. I'm gonna put, if any of you furries out there use Furry Amino, go on to my post about drawings that I've been basically sent to you guys. Yeah, you guys can be part of the pack or another type of monster. The rules are, you have to be following me. You know, follow me and Flox the Fox. All new followers are welcome. If I draw each and any one of you, if you guys send me a ref sheet of your Sona in the comment section, I will put a number to each person who basically sends me it. However, there are rules. There's more rules. You have to be pleasant and patient. You have to be very nice and patient, and you have to send me a good, clear picture of your ref sheet. A drawing can count if you don't have a ref sheet, but as long as the picture is good, I can draw. If you're basically being impatient, rude, and whiny, all that, I'm just gonna block. Basically just block, flat out block. Block or ignore you. You guys can find that post linked in the description below if you furries use Furry Amino, because I know several friends use that. And that's it. All right, I got 20 people to ask me questions. I'm going to start with the first one from Leroy Dragodog on Telegram. He says, "What inspires you to be a metal detectorist?" My grandpa Peterson did back in, I'd say 2009, 10-ish, 2009, 10. He kind of showed me what his detector could do. I kind of wanted to try it out too. I've been mostly finding coins and coins and coins. They weren't old, but it was fun to go out and do it. You know, he really truly inspired me to know what metal detecting was like. I didn't have a true interest in or heart of it back then, back in 7, 8 years ago. Of course, I had my metal detector before he took me out, but before or after he took me out. I wasn't sure about when, but Grandpa Axel was the start of becoming a metal detectorist. but it fall down to his son, Paul, Grandpa Peterson. He actually inspired me to know what to do with how to metal detect. But the person who truly went in to start off with me back into the hobby is Deep Digger Dan. About my early, if you guys seen my previous videos about that, check those out. I highly recommend if you guys want to know what truly inspired me to go back into the hobby. But the start of who inspired me to be a metal detectorist, it's my Grandpa Peterson and my Grandpa Axel. Alright, now we're on the second question by Fabu Meerkat on Facebook Messenger. What inspired you to make videos? Back in 2015, I kind of wanted to start off with how to do videos. How I usually do videos is with my phone. This is recorded on an iPhone 5S. You know, I kind of wanted to try out videos because I thought it would be fun and entertaining. You know, I kind of just wanted to be entertaining back then, and now I'm just back into my old hobbies again. What inspired me really was my friend Gallo. I don't know what his channel was called back. I forget what it was called now. I mean, I remember it, but I just don't remember the name. But my friend inspired me to really try out doing videos. That's all I can say until I know what his YouTube channel is now, if he still does it. Alright. The third by Spaz Zerda from Facebook Messenger. What was your favorite drawing? Favorite drawing I did? Because I have a lot of drawings. A lot. Yep. Out of my most favorite ones, I don't know. I'm starting to get back to these ones that I've done. If you guys seen my previous video about basically drawing these, or maybe I didn't do a video, I don't know. But yeah, basically these type of furries inspired me to draw something scary. Wanted to do something different. And yeah. You know, my most it's hard to describe because there's so many, but my most favorite scary drawing has to be with me and Frika and me and Vix and Suog. Those I think were the best scary drawings I've done. I could do better, but for now it's gonna be those two. Alright, now we get to the Furry Mino. Flox the Fox from Furry Mino says, why are you a wolf? Why do you like fire? I thought fire is interesting, actually. I kind of find fire to be a unique color. I kind of thought, you know what, something to do with fire. And I have sort of a passion for wolves. Put them together, and what do you get? Fire wolf. I'm into wolves because they're they go as a group, and knowing that I'm basically a bigger fan of werewolves than I am of vampires and stuff. Vampires are cool, but I prefer werewolves. The werewolves are powerful too. They can only die from like something silver, while vampires can die from sunlight, a stake through the heart, garlic. And they die easily, while werewolves die slow. They don't die as much. That's all I know about what kills werewolves is silver. Alright. I do like fire because It's an interest. I like the design, the way it's flashy in color of orange and red. I've always colored fire in coloring books basically red and orange because that's the way I see it. You know, that's it. That's it. And now number 5, DJ the Vampire Wolf from Furry Amino says, "What are you doing for Halloween this year?" This year I'm going to be drawing each and every furry and transform them into werewolves or any other monster they want to be. It's not easy for me to do, but it's something I want to do. It's something I have a passion of doing. Vix and Suog and Freaka inspired me to do something different, do something scary. So basically I might even draw you, DJ, possibly next week. I mean, I've been drawing so much. I mean, drawing every day, and I will not show every single drawing from October until the 31st, Halloween. I'm going to wait until Halloween, and that will be the deadline. And then after that, I'm going to go back to doing Ibis Paint X drawings. I'm going to start doing that. And I may even do fan art drawings of it too. We'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to ask some people to join my pack. Some of them I usually bite, but some of the others, like Fox the Phlox and Hawthorne, I don't need to bite because they're already a wolf, a werewolf, or were type. Yeah. Alright, now number 6. Tobble Fire returns on Furry Amino. What got you into the furry fandom? It's hard to really describe. I mean, I can describe this on, because there's so much that really got me into it. But really got the main start was the first video I saw about furries. Well, actually, Zootopia furries review a trailer of Zootopia before the movie gets released. It shows Telephone talking about the movie and other furries that talk about Zootopia. The video, I believe, was taken down, but this was just before the movie was released. And after that movie was released, I kind of got really stick in with the fandom. I've then started to... I'm already past the 2-year anniversary of me being on Furry Amino. Yep. September 13th, 2016 was when I first, got my account on Furry Amino. Yeah. What got me really in the furry fandom is really friends that I've been through, from past late 2015. I didn't do my first drawing of Blaze until February 2016. If I ever get to that drawing or find a picture of it, I will post that on my social media. Alright, that's it. LB wants guns on Furry Amino. That's number 7, the next question. Do you like spicy food, and if so, what's your favorite hot dish? Spicy food, I want to give a try much later on. I'm not really hooked into spicy food. But I used to hate shrimp because of its foully taste. One time I kind of got sick, maybe because I ate raw shrimp. But now, years later, I kind of think it tastes like chicken. And then, now I went to Mexico to try lobster. It's pretty good. It tastes like chicken too. The only thing I want to try is crab, if it's any good. If anyone wants to know if crab's any good, just comment down below. That's it for number 7. Well, except I want to wait a little while to answer that because I want to try some hot stuff. Although there are some hot foods I've tried. Some hot chili peppers, that stuff, you know. I'm used to it. I'm kind of now, I used to hate hot stuff, but now I'm just used to it. I don't have a favorite dish because I'm trying to get into it. But thank you for asking, you know. Alright, now number 8. Wizards of 12. Have you ever been to any fur meets or cons? I want to try out. If I was going to try out cons, it would be IFC, Anthrocon. I want to try a fur meet, but I don't know if there ever is any fur meet in San Jacinto. Because so far, a lot of the furries don't even really live near my location, I don't think. Or anyone at least by my manor that I know. I want to if I wanted to go to fur meets before going to conventions. I want to get used to some furries, and then I can go try out conventions. I want to get that here and there, a balance. Meets first, cons next. That's how I want to try it since I'm just started. It's been the 3-year anniversary of me like knowing about the furry fandom. And, you know, I've known about the fandom for about 3 years. Alright, and the next question he says too is also what got you started with the furry fandom? The review of furries reviewing the trailer of Zootopia. That's all I can really say. I mean, I can't really go as deep because this video is going to be pretty long. Oh, it's already pretty long. It's been like 17 minutes. Well, I've already explained it, but you know, thank you for asking. I really want to try out with finding furries that are in meets and stuff. I need to know the closest meet. Does anyone know where the closest fur meet is in San Jacinto? Comment below if you guys know. Thank you. Alright, number 9. Crow Dead Rose says, what's your favorite scary movie? Out of all the slasher genres, I would have to say Halloween, the original 1978 Halloween, the Friday the 13th Part 3 and 4. All the Freddy, basically Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, 3, New Nightmare. Those were the better movies. But I think the best is when Jason and Freddy fight. You know, I was only 5 years old at the time when that movie came out. The only thing I remembered back in the early times was the ending. As the movie ends, and as soon as you see Freddy wink in front of the camera, and then the credits come out. That's all I remembered from the movie. All I really truly put an image to, and back then when I first saw that movie. What's my most favorite? I'm sticking up with this new Halloween movie. I just hope they don't fuck it up, a franchise. You know, I'm up to seeing this new Halloween coming October 19th. It could have been called Halloween 2, The Return of Michael Myers, but not Halloween 4, a different 2, because they ignored the Halloween 2 where he gets burned to a cinder. Alright, that's enough. Out of my best so far, it might have to be out of the most favorite slashers. Halloween, the original Halloween. Alright, that's it. Number 10, Inferno Fox on YouTube says, what sort of music do you like, if any? It's hard to describe. There's so much music I like and so much I hate. I hate disco. The disco can go fly out the window because I despise it. Country, I don't care about. It's bleh. Gospel Christian music, it's not something I'm into. I don't hate it. Just doesn't pique my interest. I've been mostly now throughout the past over a year or more, I've been going back into listening to musics like Breaking Benjamin, Blank, Blank, yeah, Breaking Benjamin actually was the first that I really heard. But the White Stripes, now it goes further in with 21 Pilots. I like 21 Pilots. Some of their music is flashy and catchy. It's hard to describe what's my favorite music. There's so much. That's it. Sorry, there's too much. Fedimish Fox on YouTube says, "Oh, can we be friends?" Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I say we can. Alright, now on to the next page, number 12. Wolfie Paws, the furry wolf from YouTube says, "Would you ever get a fursuit?" Yes, I would, but only a partial, because I prefer to have a partial first than a full suit. Because if I was in Alaska, I would prefer to be in full suit if it's going to be so cold outside. Yeah, I would commission a partial first than a full suit. And then she says, "If so, would you make it yourself or commission one?" I could ask my mom if she knows a little bit of some sewing. I could ask her if she could try, but I don't know. I could commission it. I could just commission it. I'm trying to save as much money as I can throughout each melody text I do to part-time job I'm going to be doing next year. I'm trying to save my money. Alright, number 13. Viper Toxic Wolf from YouTube. She says, "How do you like to draw your badges, and would you like to draw mine?" I don't draw badges, thank you. I can give it a try later on throughout this year. It won't be too long for it to end. So I'm going to see later on, maybe next month, I can actually try out drawing badges. I'm not so good at it. I'm not really good at it. I've known my friend, my cousin Alexa, she actually draws them for a living. She's been drawing since 2010 at just 5 years old, just about 5. She's 13 now, She really inspired me to be back into drawing. She really inspired me to get heavy into it. So far, I would like to try to draw a badge of you, Viper, if I could. I've never drawn a badge. I've drawn. I'm almost on my, it's almost 8 months, on the 8 months of me drawing. February 27th, 2018, that was my first video for this channel. Yeah, I'll think about, within the next month coming, I'm going to try out drawing badges. It's not easy for me, but I'll try it. Shadow Summers on Furry Mino says, "What's your favorite thing about the furry fandom? And how did you find the fandom?" Shadow Summers, I kind of already asked that. But, yeah, my favorite thing about the furry fandom is the art. Very loving friends that I want to meet in person. A lot of these furries I really want to meet in person. It's not easy for me because I live way far away from society, almost. Furry society, of course. Because San Jacinto, I don't know any furry around that lives in San Jacinto. I'm trying to connect with furries too. I want to try to give them a call, meet them, and, talk to them. I've been starting that with Seether, and Lerod. I want to move on to know who else I can talk to. That's my favorite thing about the furry fandom: art, friends, and truly art and friends. I think that's just flat out that. Alright, next question. Neosep Foxy on Furry Mino. Number 15. What's Blaze's favorite food? I would have to say it would be... Oh, there's so much. I'd say hot stuff. He can get used to eating hot stuff. I would say a chili pepper, jalapenos, anything that's hot. Anything hot that I think he can really eat. I might give a different answer to that next time I hear a question of that. Because you can like anything, just not chocolate, because wolves cannot eat chocolate. Alright, next question. Star Duchy on Furry Mino. How do you get furry trash tiles? I think it means the tiles. If any of you guys are on Furry Mino and you've seen tiles, the furry trash that's underneath. I think it's because if you surpass number 14 and you go to 15, level 15 on Furry Mino, I'm guessing it's that. I don't know. I don't know exactly, really. That's my perspective. I don't know exactly, but yeah. All right, next one to ask me is Nixel Red Panda on Furry Mino. How did you came up with your persona and name? My grandma and grandpa Peterson used to own a cat named Blaze. And they also had early on, they used to have a German Shepherd named Molly, a black German Shepherd, female. Guess what color it is? Black. I kind of thought about having something different. It kind of persuaded me, like I wanted to have my pets combine, bring them together, and start off something fresh. So that's when I got with the idea of Blaze the Firewolf. Blaze the Firewolf. That's how I can really explain it. I came up with my persona name. I came up with Firewolf because I like fire and a wolf. I like wolves. I like fire. That's how I do it, And I came up with my persona by my pets. That they both passed away. The cat was reported missing, I think, several years ago by coyotes, because where my grandma and grandpa live, there's always coyotes around in Ramona. And as for Molly, she passed away from old age. She was pretty old. She was like just over 10 years old or so. 10, 11 years old. That's it. All right, we got the more questions. I'm gonna have to slowly answer these. Jack Frost asked me so many questions. He answered me these from YouTube. Using the hashtag QnA. When did you first know you were furry? Late 2015, about 3 years, but I really didn't heavily get into it until just nearly a year later. Do you still have your first drawing art you ever did? No, I gave it to my cousin Alexa. She has it. I gave it to her to keep on as a memento. I'm wanting to pass my Sona down to her, to someone younger, because I think she actually will have respect for the fandom, because she's familiar with OCs, she's familiar with art, she's familiar with that stuff, just like how I was, or am. Next question, what's the strangest place you've ever metal detected at? I don't know. There's a lot. The strangest thing I've ever found is a bullet, a .33 caliber bullet that I found while in Colorado. It's strange how one bullet could ever be found like at like a dump, at like some used to be a household property area where there used to be houses or something else. So far, that's actually it. That's the strangest place where I could find a .30 caliber bullet. It was not live. It was already shot. All right, next question from him. What's the most unusual find you've got so far? A pair of I think it would be a key outside in a dirt field where I found a house key or something out in a dirt field, because I don't get why someone would go out in the field with the keys. That's a strange thing. I find that to be strange. Well, it's not unusual. I mean, it's unusual due to the fact I found it out in a dirt field, a house key. Next question he says is, how many fur cons have you ever been to? 0. I have not. I'm being patient. I want to go to fur meets before I ever go to conventions. Next question, what fur cons would you like to attend? I've already answered that question. Thank you. I mean, IFC, Anthrocon, ones that look interesting to me, you know, BLFC, MFF, I don't know, there's a lot. What's your favorite food and drink? I'll answer this differently because due to the fact that he likes so much, Blaze likes a lot, his favorite food has to be steak, meat, something that he can hunt and eat. And his favorite drink is usually, I would have to say anything that's basically soda. Just kidding. I don't know exactly drink. I mean, that's one thing. I don't know. What's my role model in the furry fandom? Role model, I don't really understand, sorry. What's your role model in the furry fandom? Is to draw art, to make new friends, and to start off what I wanted to do in my furry life. Best way to say it. Have you ever seen Rise of the Guardian, and do you like it? No, I have not seen it, but I've seen the trailer of it, and I'm just not interested in that movie, thank you. I'm just not interested in that. What's the next metal detector you want to own in the future? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe a new prospector that's similar to my old one, my really old one. A new one I'm kind of wanting one that actually is high tech and actually beep, 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 beeps each time I could put a quarter here, quarter here, quarter here, and it goes beep, beep, beep. Yeah, that's the kind of machine I'd want. But a new prospector, I want to see how it goes, if it's any good at all. I mean, I've owned mine for about 9 years, and it's, you know. What's your favorite furry movie? Zootopia, the 1973 Robin Hood, 1981 A Fox and His Hound, 1982 The Secret of Nim, 1986 American Tail, 1991 the sequel, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and the sequel. And there's a Christmas one from the year I was born, in 1998. There's a lot. There's a lot of new ones too. The ones I want to see is Isle of Dogs. That's the one I haven't seen. So far, the newest one I've really seen is Fantastic Mr. Fox. Great movie. Definitely a one of a kind of a new future type of movie. It just came out 9 years ago. Alright. What colors would your fursuit be and why? The same as Blaze. The first one I would want is Blaze the Firewolf. I respect Blaze, and he is my idol to me. I care about him so much to the point that I want a partial suit of him before a full suit. Blaze the Firewolf, that's who I want. The colors are the same. Same as his persona. Because it's how it is. Because it's just how it is. Alright. We got... Man, that's a lot of questions he asked me. Oh my gosh. Spooky Milkshake on Furry Mino. What's your favorite show? My favorite show on AMC is The Walking Dead. I've seen all the seasons. And they said 9 is going to be the last. So we'll see who basically dies and whatnot. If anyone's seen The Walking Dead, just let me know. I've been a fan since it's almost the 8-year anniversary of the show. It started back in 2010. I'm only 12 years old at the time of seeing that show. So I'm not really... I've been in older shows too, back in the early 2000s. Like Jimmy Neutron. The Fairly Odd Parents is okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. SpongeBob, I was a big fan back then in the day. Since then, it doesn't hold up as well to me. And Cat Dog. I don't know. There's a lot. There's Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, Doug, some of the old shows, Rugrats, all those together. Rocko's Modern Life, and Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy. Those are the ones. Those are the early shows, at least I prefer than the new crap that we get today, because none of it really interests me. I'm just not interested, except for The Walking Dead. But other than that, The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. But other than that, just nothing else. All right. The last question, very last question. But I've already answered it. But I'll be respectful and answer it for you if you watch this video. If you watch the entire video. Camaru from Furry Mino. How long have you been a furry? I've been a furry for about 3 years. About 3 years, 2015, when I first knew about the furry fandom. But my Sona didn't come out until months later, in February of 2016. That's it. That's all the questions. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and share all together. I'm Blaze the Firewolf. But before I go, I do want you guys to actually check out my requests. I'm doing requests on turning your Sona basically into monsters. Kind of similar to what I did to Toby the Fox. Or something else, be any type of monster. I can bite you, or you can be something else. That's it. But like I said, if you guys enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and share all together. Also follow me on social media. My Facebook, Twitter, my free Mino, and Telegram are linked in the description below. I'm Blaze the Firewolf, and I hope you guys enjoy this Q&A. Goodbye.